Just because you're not conscious doesn't mean you can't hear. So you should talk to your loved ones if somebody's in that situation.
Yeah, that is a horrific position to be in, having to make the painful decision to pull a loved one off of life support.
One Valley family is sharing their story of having to do that. But what happened after doctors pulled the plug, you could say, is nothing short of a miracle.
Arietta Gibson has tonight's story.
What do you want people to know from everything that you guys have been through?
No matter what, you could wake up one morning, have everything going great, and the next, your life is a mess. So keep your family close and don't let them go.
Words to live by coming from a family who experienced in just moments something both extremely heartbreaking and amazingly miraculous.
I don't consider it a miracle, but everybody else, that's how they reference it.
Last month, 45-year-old Lindy was found unconscious by her son, Stephen. He called 911. Lindy fell into a coma for 12 days. Lindy's entire family, her husband, her son, her daughter, were told by doctors there was nothing else they could do. And respecting Lindy's decision to save her organs, the family decided to take her off of life support. One by one, each family member sat with her, talked to her, and she heard them.
Tell me what you do remember.
I remember everybody talking to me. I remember when people came to visit, what conversations. I remember my niece reading to me.
She also heard doctors discuss with her family the process they would witness of Lindy dying. Lindy says that's when she tried desperately to talk.
It was very agitating. I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't respond. I could just hear everybody having conversations around me and about me, and finally was able to get out, "I'm a fighter," which is what my husband was whispering in my ear. "I need you to fight."
Lindy, despite all medical predictions, was back, responding, not even realizing what was happening.
So when did all of it come into focus?
The biggest part, honestly, was when my daughter came in the next day.
And I look at her and she just says hi, and I just fell to my knees and was sobbing. And she looks at me and she goes, "Why are you so upset?" I was like, "Because I thought you had been gone for 12 hours.
Lindy's message to people who have and maybe one day will have loved ones hospitalized, physically not responding.
Just because you're not conscious doesn't mean you can't hear. So you should talk to your loved ones if somebody's in that situation. They hear you.
Well, the family tells us that medics who actually collect organs had already assigned parts of her, Lindy, to 2 different people and were standing just outside of that hospital room waiting to collect them.
Yeah, but we also want to point out during the story that Lindy was not considered brain dead when they actually pulled the plug. And she also encourages everyone to become an organ donor so that they can help someone else avoid tragedy. But what an incredible story.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can always start your day with Yetta and everybody else on Wake Up Arizona. It starts at 4:30 to 7 p.m.